Silicon Steve Valli, Vladi Dottie, we are here and we are high spots and cheap pops, talking the very best of professional wrestling in the world today.
Here's my critique of the Bucks, and I get you're loving it, and there's a honeymoon phase here going, right? There's an eye roll that you just gave me for those that are going to be hearing this on audio.
Well, what do you think about them?
And honestly, I don't even give a shit at this point. These guys are so full of their own shit. They're gross.
Here's my thinking. Everything they're doing is a parody. Everything's is a rib to them. So they did the Tony Khan thing. Okay, I get it. It's funny they're making fun of the boss. After they signed Okada, they actually did the Triple H pointing picture, like, hey, we got our free agent, or he's going to be the champ, sort of, picture. Then I also noticed that the new video package for their ring entrance.
Yeah.
They're doing a little bit of a parody of a show called Succession from HBO, even to the theme music too. And I'm like, that's interesting. So it's like Succession's about like the high and mighty, the uber elite, if you will. So there's a theme going there. They just signed the Rainmaker, and I can appreciate it. But at some point, when we get past this parody stage of this character development, they're going to have to do something on their own that's original to keep this going and making it good. And let's put it this way. Over the past few years, you and I have been pretty impressed, for the most part, with the bloodline, especially Roman, and how he plays off with as almost like a crime boss.
With that said, though, there have been a lot of times where there's been a lull. And we were bored with it and wanted him to lose his title.
Yeah.
So that has been an ebb and flow with that situation.
Yeah. But specifically with Roman, we've sort of compared him to maybe an anti-hero like Walter White, or even a Tony Soprano, especially this crime boss. But with that, we never hear Roman saying gabagool. You know what I mean? So he's done things pretty originally. And I'm still giving them the benefit of the doubt. They're going to have to cross a bridge eventually and do something that isn't based on friendship or this or that too. And what I'm really hoping we don't see, my feeling is they're going to win the tag team titles. If we start seeing a program with Penta and Ray, I'm going to be like, ugh, this is, again, the California crew just working with themselves.
But if they work with FTR, they've worked with FTR a good amount as well, right? Not as much as those guys, obviously. But
and the thing is, I don't know. I don't I'll believe it when I see it. I don't feel like I'm going to see FTR in that position. And I would take House of Black, man. Even something different like that. Just not their friends. And because if they just start rekindling these old feuds, I'm going to get bored with that quick. If I see them doing a program with OC and Trent, I'm going to be like, oh. So that's all I'm saying right now about them.
Well, they've wrestled almost all the tag teams, so they're going to work with people they have worked with before, whether it be Private Party or
feud. Yeah.
But what I want to see is let's have a really concrete, awesome tag team feud. Let's have FTR and Bucks blood feud eventually. And by the way, the Bucks, look, they put FTR over, especially after Cash Wheeler got popped for pistol whipping a guy.
Yeah.
They put FTR over at the biggest show outside of WWE in wrestling history. So the Young Bucks, people kill the Young Bucks, but they've done a lot for this business, and they put a lot of people over, and they have been entertaining for the first time in 2 freaking years. They've been entertaining, maybe 2.5 years. They have been entertaining, and this is a new thing that they've never done before. This new thing, maybe something they should have done a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. But it's something that they are now putting the rubber to the road, which they have not done in a while. They hadn't been on TV too often, and now they're making compelling TV. And now they also have an opportunity with Okada, one of the top workers in the world, at least mostly widely considered one of the top workers in the world. Those of you not familiar with New Japan, okay, he's got to prove something to you, 100%. But they go out, they have a new buddy in the Elite. The Elite's brand new. I think Hangman, we disagree. I mean, we'll get to Hangman in a second. But I love it. I love it that this new, brand new Elite, different vibe, and a completely different style. And again, the Young Bucks have been entertaining. And that's all you want from your top guys. And they hadn't been for so damn long. Thank you so much for watching High Spots and Cheap Pops. For Vladi Dottie, this is Silicon Steve Valli. Hit the subscribe button and let us know what you think. Thank you for watching, and here endeth the lesson.